Alrighty, everyone. So we have had plenty of technical difficulties regarding our connection here at the Slater Family Ice Arena here in Bowling Green. We are here for the very first game of the Red Raider run in the Jamie Ruffner Memorial Tournament. And right now, Shaker's on the penalty kill, and they're already down 1 to Olentangy. Here's a shot. Better sends it into the corner. Olentangy, number 37th in the state rankings. Shaker, by comparison, was 18th. But of course, both of these teams are coming out with a new look to start their season. Here's a clearing attempt by Richard, nothing doing. Now off the backhand, Brokaw tries the same backhand clearing attempt, still nothing doing, and now Brokaw is down on the ice. He gets back up and joins the play. Here's number 9 with a shot, a good block from Quentin Garnett, trying to clear it out, still can't do it. Olentangy's power play is really aggressive, and they are just really dominating the puck control. Here it's in the corner to the right of Better, and turned right over to Sammy Gerber, and he'll take it. And instead of trying to create a rush himself, he'll just send it right down the ice. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, for sticking with us as we were figuring out our connection difficulties. Here's a shot, and it'll go wide. Maybe got a piece of the glove from Better's left hand. Not sure if that is the case, however. Lenahan just pokes it out of the zone. He could be starting a rush, but poked away by number... Ooh, give me a number on that. Number 21 of Olentangy. Now number 21 falls down to the ice, and he has to pass it over to Schlade, number 23. Out of the box comes Moore. He was the man called on the penalty. And now a pass up to him will be out of reach. Back to the Braves of Olentangy. Here's back to number 21. He was the man that fell in the neutral zone just moments ago. And along the boards, it's number 33 back to the corner, 21. Behind the board, Schlade, number 23. And Connor Mayhew, good poke check. He gets it right back. It's Mayhew, it's Lenahan, and it's Moore. Lenahan collides with Moore. It's turned over, but Lenahan gets it right back. Good stick work, but that's not good stick work as he turns it over on a faulty pass to Joey Moore. And here's a shot from number 21 entering into the zone, and that will be whistled for a face-off. Michael Better in between the pipes here today, number 32. He had 2 games in the Rocky River tournament just last week. Olentangy with possession in their own zone. Trying to send it down the ice will not work. Braden White moving it to the neutral zone. Salmon will take it off the boards. But once again, it's turned over, this time to 63. Backhand, cross ice pass to 6. 6 sends it back the other way to 7. And he'll dump it into the Red Raiders zone. Your Red Raiders today in the red helmets, white jerseys, red pants. There's a one-time shot that just doesn't work. Here's Lowell Rich. Rich sends it up to Kiltz. Kiltz looking to Salmon, and it's right off his stick and all the way down the ice. And we get the hand raise and the whistle and the icing call. Face-off will be all the way back in the Red Raiders' own zone. And Michael Better going to take a sip of water. Our apologies once again for our technical difficulties at the very beginning of this one. I know we weren't able to cover the beginning moments of the tournament. However, we were able to join you about 5 minutes left into this first period. Here's Sammy Gerber. He's working on a rush with Brokaw. Gerber's going to take his own shot. Brokaw on the rebound. Backhand shot. What a great save. Holy. What a phenomenal save. Great rebound chance for Brokaw and just couldn't bury it. And we await the face-off. It's won by Olentangy behind the net. Off the boards, looking to Schlade, number 23. Now another Brave joins him along the boards. It's 2 Raiders against 2 Braves. And looks as though the Raiders are going to come out with it, but Brokaw bumped off the puck. He'll get it back and send it to the point for Garnett. Garnett back around the boards. It's both line number 1s out there now. The defensive pair, Richard and Garnett. Garnett sends it to the slot for Brokaw. Backhand shot, and that one can't get through the traffic. Here's a pass trying to center it, and Sammy Gerber just can't connect with any of his defensemen. And here's a defensive zone turnover. Here's a shot, pass to the slot, and that one just goes wide. That was dangerous. Williams working with it. He's bumped right as he sends it into the Red Raider zone. And as it's taken over by number 23, Cole Richard, it will be an icing. Thank you very much for tuning in. 1-0 is our score. Olentangy is on top. Both teams have had their chances. We just saw Brokaw a moment ago with a phenomenal backhand rebound try, but an even better save. And here's a goal right off the draw, taken over by number 33. And it was a flimsy little shot from 33, Grant Levins. And Levins is going to make this a 2-score game. Shaker down early by a pair. Face-off won by Lenahan. It goes back to Kalergis. Kalergis turns it right over off the boards. That pass will not go. Arth can't grab it either, and it's back the other way. It's a 2-on-2 rush. Number 20, Robertson, is leading it, and the shot is very much elevated and up into the glass. Joey Moore off the boards, looking to get it to Hunter. Hunter can't get his stick there in time. Here's a shot from the point. Did that one go? Yes, it did. A redirect out in front of Michael Better, and this one's already a 3-goal game. Olentangy, 3-0 is your score. And 2 goals in less than a minute apart. Michael Better having a rough one as we begin this tournament. Face-off taken over by Shaker. Benincasa sends it right to the defenseman of the Braves. The Braves here today in their blue jerseys, blue pants, blue everything. Except those shoulders are a bit white and yellow. It's not a bad uniform. Along the boards, Shaker takes it over with a good poke check by Kiltz. Here's a shot, it goes wide right. And it still lies with Olentangy. To the point it goes for number 7. Number 7 wraps it around the boards. Not sure that was his intention. I believe he was looking for number 9, his forward. Along the boards, back to Olentangy it goes. It's with number 21. 21 behind the net, pass off the boards to number 9. Pass to the slot, and that won't go. Rich sends it cross ice. It goes to Salmon. Salmon poke checked away from and into the neutral zone. It goes right back to Olentangy. Here's a shot. Michael Better uses the stick to send it up and into the netting, and we await a face-off. Only 4.4 seconds left to go in period number 1. What a rough start for Shaker as we begin the Jamie Ruffner Memorial Tournament. This is our second game of today. I believe each school plays 1 game today, 2 tomorrow, and then once again on Sunday. So after the face-off, that will take us to the end of period number 1. Thank you very much for joining us. Shaker down by 3, and we, unlike the Rocky River Tournament, we're going to be getting our ice cuts, and the Zamboni will be taking the ice every single intermission. So, do stay tuned. We will be back for period number 2. Thanks for joining. Shaker down by 3. Hello, Shaker Heights hockey fans. Thank you again for sticking with us. This was our third attempted stream, and at the very beginning of the first period, we were not able to get any coverage for you. But here we are, as we're just starting the second. Here's a shot, and a good goal! Olentangy picking up where they left off immediately. And immediately it's 4-0 Braves. Holy cow, that goal by number 21, Ben Dorbish. And wow, 4-0 already. 12 seconds off the clock, 14:48 left to go here in period number 1. Thank you again for joining us. And apologies once again for our technical difficulties after we began the first period. So behind the net, here we go. It's Richard to Brokaw. Brokaw looking up, looking for Gerber. Gerber gets it back. He legs it out of the zone. In the neutral zone, cross-ice pass to Brokaw. Brokaw had a beauty of a goal against Menor with the help of Sammy Gerber, but here it's just not going to be a replication of that success. I suppose a replica. Excuse me. Back to Garnett at the point of his own zone. Now here's a pass all the way down the ice to the sophomore Connor Mayhew. He'll poke it along the boards. He'll stick with it, but now he's poke-checked away from Olentangy. Doing well at creating plays off the puck and taking away the opponents. And puck possession is really being dominated by these men in blue. We'll see if that continues. Comeback still available. There's still plenty of time. But that's also plenty more time for Olentangy to grab some more goals. It was another blowout as the very, very first game here of the Jamie Ruffner Memorial. It was Bowling Green, the host of the tournament, of course, up against University School. If you know Shaker Heights hockey, you know University School. And you don't exactly love them either. The #1 rival to Shaker Heights. And it was a dominant performance for the Preppers of US. It was 7-1 the final. And originally it was a close game. 2-1 was the score at one point, but after that the Preppers just ran away with it. Here's a save from Michael Better. We will get a face-off to his left side. And face-off, won by Ryan Lenahan. He's been doing great at face-offs thus far. And here's a pass right into the stick of number 33, but it looks like now we're getting a stoppage of play. We'll see who's called. It looks like it's going to be 63. Number 63, that's Ben Garth. And he's going to serve 2 minutes in the sin bin. 13 minutes left to go here in this second period of play. Don't let the scoreboard fool you. It is indeed the second period. We've got one more game in store for you today, right after this one. Shaker keeping it in at the point. Tripped up his Lenahan, but no call. And understandably so. Here it's Sammy Gerber. Puck on his stick. Trying to work the backhand pass over to Brokaw, but nothing to it. Shaker still on the power play. There's a turnover to Olentangy. And they will get it and send it down. Oh, never mind. Joey Moore gets it right on his stick in the neutral zone. Sends it into the Red Raider zone. Olentangy takes it right back. Back and forth we go with the puck possession. Now it's Quentin Garnett. To Will Brokaw as it's poked away from Garnett. Now here's cross-ice pass to Lenahan. Lenahan with the puck on his stick, and he just loses it. And now here it is to the corner. Back to Lenahan. Lenahan struggling against number 23. And out of the zone it goes. To the neutral zone it lies, with Quentin Garnett, and he just hopped into the zone too early. That's an offsides. 12 minutes left to go. 1:02 left to go in Olentangy penalty time. It was Ben Garth still serving that time. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name's Vaughn Ullum. Hope you are enjoying this one from the Slater Family Ice Arena in Bowling Green. Shaker here in Game 1 of their run in the tournament. Here's a clear off the boards. And here's a rush by number 33. Shot made, and that one goes just wide. Got a bit of the pad, got a bit of the blocker of Michael Better. Number 33, the man on the shot. And that is Grant Levins. He has a goal already here today. And here, Levins is going to pick it up in the corner and hold it with his skate to try and kill some more clock. And he does just that. And here's a brutal turnover in the defensive zone once again. Levins back with it, and he's going to hold it back behind the net once again. Shaker really struggling. This is not in character. And here's the pass all the way down the ice. And it is on net. Mark it down as a shot on goal. And that is the first shot of the entire period for Shaker. And, of course, on this power play, here's a shot by Mayhew. Good shot it is, but a good save from the goaltender between the pipes here today. He is so far been having a good one. And the penalty is over after that shot. 5-on-5 ice hockey returns to you now. Number 2 sends it up along the boards. Keeping it in is number 12, Teddy McGinnis. Now here's a pass right in front. Trying to get it to Colin Arth. Nothing doing. And now it's going to be Braden White sending it around the boards. Now to McGinnis once again. Here's a shot, and that one goes just wide. The freshman looking for his first goal. Here's a shot from Braden White. And that one not going to connect. It's very much wide left. Now here's a 3-on-2 rush developing. And nothing doing. Teddy McGinnis is there. Teddy McGinnis not on any of the 3 traditional lines of defense, but he is the 10th defenseman if Shaker wants to utilize him. And it looks as though head coach Matt Bartley does indeed want to do just that. Here it is, up the boards, going to Salmon, and there once again another pass that just will not connect, and it's out of reach of Aiden Salmon's stick. And here we go, we wait another face-off. Point to point it goes. Here's a shot. Good glove save by Michael Better. He's had a rough go, losing this one 4-0, but we can still credit him with that good save. Granted, the defense hasn't given him much support, nor has the offense. Offense just hasn't seemed to connect whatsoever here in Bowling Green. Along the boards. Taken over by Will Brokaw, and he skates down the right side. He'll dump it in. Sammy Gerber to chase it with Brokaw. Still there. Here's a shot, low percentage. Could that get through the traffic? I don't believe so. Behind the net. Mayhew looking to Brokaw. Brokaw held up a little bit. Now Gerber going to get a little aggressive and fight for that possession. Nothing doing. It goes to 34. Trying to wrap it around the boards, and it just gets right by Gerber. And outside the zone it goes. Cole Richard. Over to Garnett. Garnett leading a rush himself. Bumped off the plate just barely. A little tap. Now here's a shot. A speedy shot. A good one from Brokaw. And now to Mayhew. Mayhew to Moore. Traffic out in front. Nothing doing. Hunter gonna try a shot. And that one hits off the traffic in front, and it tips up and into the netting. And once again, we await a face-off. The forward line going to be Moore, Lenahan and Kiltz, the defensive line. Hunter and Kalergis, that second line of defense. Taking the face-off up against Kiltz. It's going to be number 2, Sam Ziliak. 4-0, still our score, 8:30 left to go in period number 2. Here's a rush. Kiltz trying to track him down, but not able to do just that. Back to Joey Moore in the corner, sends it around the boards. For Lenahan to take, except he leaves it for Hunter. Hunter left it for Lenahan, and this team is just not clicking today. Here it's Moore along the boards, working with Kalergis and Kiltz to get it back in the possession of the Red Raiders, but they just can't seem to get it back in the possession of the Red Raiders. 44 sends it point to point. Here's a shot and a good save with the glove of Michael Better. And as we get a couple line changes, we would like to, from the Shaker hockey community, we saw in that very, very first game, we saw number 18 go down for Bowling Green off of a rough hit up against the boards. It was just contact behind his own net, and it ended up leading to number 18, Braden Loomis, staying down on the ice for a long time, and I do not believe he entered back into the game. Here it's a delayed offside. Shaker going to get it in their own zone. But we would like to just say that Shaker hockey has their thoughts sent to Loomis, and since Shaker is playing Bowling Green tomorrow, Shaker hopes that Loomis will return to face the Red Raiders tomorrow. Here's with Olentangy in their own zone, having a dominant performance over the Red Raiders, just like US had against Bowling Green. Here it's with Salmon. Salmon working it up on the backhand. Bumped off the puck, but can he stick with it in chase? He cannot, but Lowell Rich will pick him up, and he's pickpocketed with a good stick lift from number, I believe that's Levens once again, number 33. Here's a pass all the way to Richard, and oh, that almost hit a fan. And they seem to be okay. That was a bit dangerous. You never want to get hit with that hard rubber flying right at you. Luckily, we're all laughs over there in the stands. Here's a face-off once again, won by the men in blue. I don't believe the face-off totals are going Shaker's way. 6:20 left to go in this second period. It's in the Olentangy zone. Here's a pass that will not go all the way down the ice. And we will await a face-off after the whistle blows for icing. Face-off to the left of the goaltender of Olentangy. Now back to Brokaw. Brokaw looking for a shot, and that won't go. Back the other way with the Braves, and now it looks like we'll be called for offsides. So though it is a rough go for Shaker, they still have 3 more games to go in the tournament. This is not an elimination tournament. And luckily so, this is a lovely ice rink here in Bowling Green, the Slater Family Ice Arena, it is called. And each year, we have the Jamie Ruffner Memorial Tournament. It's a 6-team high school tournament. And in Olentangy, actually a new addition. Last year, it was Meadville in their spot. And I'm not sure why. Not sure if it was a replacement. Not sure if Meadville dropped out. But regardless, they are not here this weekend for the tournament. And Olentangy is really making their presence known in the first game of their first tournament. There's a brutal hit laid down by Joey Moore, and it looks like he's going to get called for a penalty. That'll be his second on the day. And that man is still down in the corner of the Olentangy zone. And now he will just get back into play. And the man to the bench for the Braves, Shaker, really struggling to get that puck possession all game. And so this is a chance for Olentangy to capitalize right here, right now. Here it's with number 7 at the point. He'll try his luck at a shot, and that one goes wide. All the way to 33. And now can Shaker touch up? They will. And now we will get a penalty on 24. And he knew it. He's heading to the box. Joey Moore, we've seen it a great many times. He's one of the smaller men on this high school team, but he likes to lay the body, and heck, that's just his game of hockey. Face off in the Red Raiders zone, won by Olentangy, looking for a quick shot. Nothing doing. Sammy Gerber is going to take it to the neutral zone and clear it behind the net, and he's going to rush for the puck immediately after the clear. Now here's a bad pass. Brokaw's going to take it and clear it right into the Olentangy zone once more. So besides Olentangy replacing Meadville, it is going to be the same set of 5. It's going to be Shaker, University School, Bowling Green, Finley, and that Canadian team, Villanova-Windsor. I believe Shaker faces Villanova-Windsor as the opponents of that third game. Here's a face-off upcoming. 3:48 left to go in this second period. Shaker still yet to find their first goal of the game. And they also still have a minute 13 of penalty kill as Joey Moore sits in the box for the second time today. He is handily leading the Red Raiders in penalty minutes. Here's a pass that won't connect. Kalergis takes it back, and a good clearing attempt to the neutral zone. It'll work. Van Ripper, or maybe it's Riper, not exactly sure the pronunciation on number 18, or number 8, perhaps. It is number 18, excuse me, and here, looks as though we're going to have a face-off all the way into the Olentangy neutral zone after an icing. Now the referee's discussing something in the neutral zone. And not sure anything occurred. The referee, Snyder, comes out with a smile on his face and explains to the benches. Not sure what the confusion was, but all smiles from the referees. Luckily, they are having a good time. That's always what you like to see. Here's a bad pass. Kiltz trying to rush to take it, and he cannot do so. It is a cold arena, and I'd like to mention a little fact about Ryan Kiltz is that he was the lone man in shorts today as the Red Raiders were getting set watching the U.S. Bowling Green game. Ryan Kiltz was in shorts, and that is just ridiculous considering how cold it is here in Bowling Green's ice arena. Here's a pass up to 9. Here's a shot from number 9, but it can't get through Ian Hunter. Behind the net. Off the backhand, off the boards, and Olentangy has a chance, and it looks like they're going to nab Ian Hunter for a penalty. Shaker would have had a great rush the other way. And they're going to call Hunter on a cross-check, and he is clearly, visibly frustrated, as I'm sure many of these Red Raiders are. Been a rough go for Shaker, as Joey Moore just heads out of the box. Ian Hunter replaces him. in the sin bin. Taking this face off, it's going to be number 23, Jacob Schlad. And he was up against Lenahan, but Schlad was the man to win it. Here's a shot. Blocked. Good block from Brokaw. Back to Levens. And that pass will not connect in the clearing attempt. He sends it right out. I believe that was Brokaw just dumping it right into the Olentangy bench. And luckily that didn't hit anyone. That was a bit nerve-wracking. Clearing attempt won't go. Keeping it in at the point is number 21, but Lenahan hits it once again into the bench of Olentangy. Olentangy's bench is under fire over there. Luckily, they're all okay. Schlade wins the face-off once again as he's tied up with Lenahan. Now here's the pass all the way down to the other point, and they can't get through the traffic off the shot from number 2. Once again, number 2, that's Ziliak. Behind the net. Goes to Levens. Perhaps it's Levins, not sure the pronunciation on it. Regardless, it's still an Olentangy possession. They got 1:05 seconds left to go in power play time. Here's a clear from Ryan Lenahan as he wraps it around the boards, and a good clear it is. Shaker going to get some changes, some much-needed changes. Ryan Lenahan, the one Red Raider to stick out there. Here's Quentin Garnett. Fighting to get the chance to clear, and he can't. Here's a rebound shot off the glass, nothing doing. Can Colin Arth get a rush going by his lonesome? He cannot. He's thrown down the ice by number 43, Parker Schlade. I assume those two are brothers, number 23 and 43. Here's a good shot attempt, looking for a rebound is 23 Schlade, and now some pushing and shoving after the whistle. Luckily, no scrum following. 50 seconds left to go in period number 1. Thank you again for tuning in. My name's Vaughn Ullum. Shaker may be down by 4, but we're still having a fun time here at the Slater Family Ice Arena. Keep in mind, this is the first game of 4 for the Red Raiders here in Bowling Green. 2 tomorrow and 1 on Sunday. Shaker staying the night. It'll be a 2-nighter tonight and tomorrow night. And they will wake up Sunday, play their game, and head right back home to Shaker Heights. There's a shot off the draw and a good save by Better. Face off to Better's right. There's 44 seconds left to go. And Better diving out in front of him. And once again, another dangerous chance for the Braves. And only 1 goal in the period. I believe this is once again a period-by-period tournament, same as Rocky River. I could be incorrect, but I believe that's the case. I'll let you know as soon as I get confirmation on that. But so far, Olentangy getting all of these points as they have won both periods. Trying to clear it out is Salmon. Salmon struggling up against number 6. But Shaker will eventually get it. Back to the stick of Quentin Garnett, and off the glass. There's a clear all the way down the ice. 6 seconds left to go. Icing is waved off. And as Schlade, number 43, gives it over to 18 and 18, sends it forward. That will be the end of period number 2. Well, nothing to speak about on Shaker's side of offense, as they are yet to score 1 against this goaltender, number 56. I believe that's Drew Dorbish. There's 3 Dorbishes on this Olentangy roster, and that's Alex Dorbish, 34, Ben Dorbish, 21, and Drew Dorbish, number 56. And Drew is having a good time between the pipes to start his Jamie Ruffner Memorial. So, That will take us to the end of period number 2. Your Red Raiders down by a score of 4-0. And we've got a 12-minute intermission coming your way. The Zamboni backing out onto the ice as we speak. We will be right back. My name is Vaughn Ullum. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you for the final 15. And we're back for the final 15 minutes of the third period of this Shaker Heights Olentangy game. Olentangy, for the moment, really dominating this game. I mean, there's not much positivity to talk about if you're Shaker. I mean, it's 4-0 at the moment. And let's look at the stat line. Face-offs, Olentangy winning that 16-5. Shots, 10-5. Shots on goal, 8-2. So far, neither team has capitalized on a power play. These were stats, of course, from that second period. We didn't have stats for the first. And there, another defensive zone turnover that just is rather fluky and rather confusing. Sammy Gerber up to Connor Mayhew. Mayhew poke checked away from back to Olentangy. That's how much of this game has gone. Passes just aren't connecting. And here's a chance for Sammy Gerber. And Connor Mayhew bumped off the puck. One of the better chances for Shaker so far. Ian Hunter sending it down to Schlade. Schlade, cross-ice pass goes awry for Kalergis to extend the stick and get it in his possession. Around the boards it goes. Right into the stick of number 43. That's Schlade, the brother of number 23, Schlade. After this game, one more on the day here in Bowling Green, and that's Villanova Windsor up against Findlay. Findlay has already played Shaker as well. Findlay beat Shaker 4-1. That was in the Rocky River tournament just last weekend. Behind the net, bumped off the play. Kalergis bumps Schlade. Now still in that corner. Now off to the point for 44. Williams takes a shot, and that one can't get through the traffic. Now Brokaw trying to move it out of the zone. Once again, not able to do so. The time of possession numbers cannot be advantage Shaker. Olentangy has had so much of this puck possession today. Hopefully, this isn't what will occur against Villanova and against Bowling Green. Bowling Green, as mentioned earlier, was also crushed by their opponent in their first game of the tournament. That was against University School, the biggest rival of Shaker. Last year, actually, both of these two schools were going to go in the third place championship of this tournament. Of course, it is only a 6-team tournament, but it was for that third place. And the coaches of both sides, both US and Shaker, said, no thank you. And they just went up against the other two schools. I believe it was Bowling Green and Meadville. Just because Shaker and US, that's an aggressive game between those two. Just a really incredible rivalry in Northeast Ohio between those two high schools. And the coaches just were not ready for a game to come to that. Looking for a tip, number, I believe that is, can't get a number on this. I believe that's a number that isn't on my roster. That's a rarity. Here it's up the ice, up to Salmon, and Salmon poke checked away from, or excuse me, that number is on my list, number 88. It was Donovan Rowan. Excuse me. Bumped off the play. Good check by Garnett, sending him down to the ice. Good defensive play from 17. Garnett doing much better as we begin the season with his penalties, as last year he was leading handily in that department. But now just so much better is Quentin Garnett. Maybe that comes from the responsibility of being a captain. Here Lowell Rich Sends one man flying as Rich is incidentally tripped. And now in the neutral zone, it goes right to Olentangy. It's a 2-on-1. Good defensive play by Quentin Garnett, breaking up the pass. Shaker still has a chance of taking 1 point in this tournament, or in this tournament game, excuse me. And that's if they win the period. The question is, can they? I believe, once again, it is that type of tournament. Once I get that confirmation for tomorrow, I will let you know. Here it's at the point. Connor Mayhew rips a shot. That one goes bar down, and it's a goal. Beauty of a shot from Connor Mayhew. The line out there with him, Rich and Arth, and the defensive pair was Kalergis and Hunter. Give them +1 on the plus-minus statistic. Kalergis dives down to the ice in order to send it into the corner. Shaker now down by 3. It's 4-1. Maybe they can win this period and salvage a point if it is indeed that period-by-period tournament layout. Shaker struggling still with the defensive zone turnovers. This is something that was very prominent last year. Here's a pass right in front of the slot. And that one just couldn't find the back of the net. It goes wide into the corner. Now back into the other corner. It's with Kalergis, and this one as Kalergis glides into a Brave. The puck goes up and out of play into those stands. We saw earlier in this game those 2 fans to the left of where your screen lies. There were 2 fans that almost got hit with some hard rubber earlier in this one. Luckily, neither of them were actually hit. 9:53 left to go in this third and final period of action. Shaker down by 3. Here's a shot all the way from the blue line. Rebound given up. It's still loose. And Shaker just trying to send it out. And eventually they'll get it out of a danger zone and eventually out of their own zone. And now it looks like we've got a hand pass called. And we will see where they call this face-off. It'll be in the Olentangy zone, so of course the hand pass was on Olentangy. You just can't do that. Ryan Lenahan taking the face-off for the Red Raiders, and once again, Ryan Lenahan going to win it for the Red Raiders. Lenahan, number 1, I do believe, for the Red Raiders in that face-off department. Moore keeping it in at the point, sending it around the boards, but number 2, Sam Ziliak, is going to get there first for Olentangy. Ziliak holds it off the boards. He sends it over to number 44, Williams. And all the way up it goes. Here's a shot whiffed upon McGinnis, pressuring number 33, Levens. Now off the boards, kept in at the point. Can Olentangy get a shot on this rush? They cannot. Now here it's Arth the other way. It's the freshman, or excuse me, it's Richard. Also a freshman. Joey Moore sending it to the slot. Good shot by Brokaw. Number 13, the senior, Will Brokaw. And a beauty of a pass from Joey Moore. Joey Moore has been racking up assists, specifically with Ryan Lenahan. But as you can see there, he can make it work with any teammate. Will Brokaw, the one to finish right there. So Shaker quickly cuts the lead in half. Might be too late for a comeback, but you never know. Shaker can hopefully salvage a point with a win here in the period. Here's Brokaw on another rush. And ooh, some rough contact with Brave number 19. And he's asking for a penalty from the ref, but it looks like just shared contact. Number 19 got the worst half of it. That's Alec Foreman, the man that was unfortunately taken down. Garnett, excuse me, not able to keep it inside of the blue line. And now it's back the other way for the men in blue. To Brokaw along the boards between the corner and the blue line. And there's a big hit laid down by Brokaw. Brokaw, number 19, seemed to really be getting into it. And now here's a rush created the other way. It's with Ryan Kiltz. Kiltz looking for Sammy Gerber. It's just out of his reach. That would have been a great chance. Someone looking for a shot. No one can get the puck on their stick. The Red Raiders with almost a great chance. Once again, here it's Richard, number 23. And Cole right off the boards to no one home. And Garnett whiffs on a pass. Shaker once again struggling with the defensive zone. Puck possession, and here, pass all the way out of reach of Ryan Kiltz. It's going to be a face-off upcoming due to the icing. 7:23 left to go in this final period of action. Ryan Lenahan, or excuse me, Ian Hunter leading a rush forward. And that pass will go off the glass, almost out of play. Thought it would be from the position in which we are sitting. Here's a shot from Hunter. It goes wide to the right. Kalergis keeping it inside of the zone. Some incidental contact, Raider to Raider. Looked as though that was Arthur Salmon. Now here, Olentangy going to take it outside of the zone. It's number 23, Schlade on the rush. Will he rip a shot? He will indeed. Rebound given up by Better, but no rebound shot, or at least not at first. Here's a shot that goes wide to the left of the net. Wrapping it around the boards, it's Van Riper. Salmon in the neutral zone, bumped off the play. Arth can't get it. Salmon now going to hop off. Lenahan in replacement. Arth the lone man on that original line. Now here's a pass from Hunter. Flipped up into the air, and it falls on the stick of number 18, Van Riper. And nothing doing. Now it looks like we've got an icing called on the men in blue. So these referees here today for both the U.S. game and this game spent a lot of allowing the game to be physical, and that's what you like to see from a lot of coaches, from a lot of referees, because a lot of referees in Northeast Ohio hockey will call a penalty on many, many clean hits. It's just for the safety of the players, which you can understand, but that's also the game of hockey. Here's a pass off the boards. Looking to number 63. Works around Braden White, and holy cow! Michael Better left the net wide open as he was looking for the shot against that left post, or his left post, I guess our right post. And might be a little lucky with that one. Here it's Ryan Lenahan. In the neutral zone. Can't keep the puck on his stick. For now, the forward line. Moore, Mayhew, and Lenahan. And another booming hit laid down by number 24, Joey Moore. Surprised that one didn't get him into the penalty box. Here's Benincasa. Sends it back to Lenahan. Lenahan can't keep it with him. But now he's going to try to set up. Can he do just that? Not yet. And it's pickpocketed by Levens. Now to Mayhew. Mayhew kicks it over to Benincasa. So Benincasa going to try a shot. He'll wrap it around the boards, and Benincasa is going to hop off with Braden White as well. Back to Lenahan. Lenahan going to send it to the other point. Not sure if he knew no one was there, but no one was there. 4:34 left to go in this third and final period. Shaker down by a pair. And now it's Sammy Gerber leading a rush the other way. He's with Mayhew and Brokaw. He'll try his own shot, and that one goes wide left. Garnett trying to take it, nothing doing. Both first lines out there, line one of defense and line one of offense. Gerber, as he's accidentally hits the ice, he will dump it into the zone, but Olentangy takes it and sends it right back the other way. Kiltz to chase it. Kiltz out there with Brokaw and Gerber. And now here's a pass to the slot that goes awry. Good defensive work from Garnett. He's had a good set of plays. And now here's a pass all the way down the ice. Can he get anything going? He cannot. He was looking for Gerber all the way deep into the neutral zone, but it just won't connect. 3.5 left to go in period number 3. Here's a pass the other way, looking for Sammy Gerber. It won't connect once more. Number 9, dumping it into the Raiders zone. Nothing doing. Don't believe we've had a penalty here in this final frame of the sport. Could be incorrect, but I believe that is correct. Now here's a turnover in the defensive zone. Shaker struggling to clear it when they have the chance, looking for passes. Or it's just the clearing attempt is just right into one of the opposition. 2:45 now left to go in the third period, and we're going to get a whistle. We're now having the Bowling Green State University cameramen come up here to the press box as we've got a 7:07 puck drop as Bowling Green State is going up against Northern Michigan in a D1 hockey game on this ice here today. That taking place after the Villanova-Windsor Findlay game. That counted as a shot on goal. It wasn't exactly the strongest shot. It was from the neutral zone as well. But we will get a whistle. It's to the left of Better. And we'll see who takes the draw. It's going to be Joey Moore. Moore back to Lenahan. Lenahan trying to clear it out. And once again, right into a Brave. Moore working with Lenahan. And it will go into the stick of Connor Mayhew. And the shot, good stick work from number 18 to interfere with his mojo. And now here we've got an empty net. And a shot won't go. Behind the net. Shaker trying to get it back in their possession. Nothing doing so far. But now to Lenahan. Lenahan to Brokaw. It's a rush, 2-on-2. Brokaw against Van Riper, and that just not going to go his way. Riper playing some great defense. Number 18 of the men in blue. Now here trying a backhand shot. Garnett in the lane. It's not going to go into the back of the empty net. Oh, here's a big booming collision in the neutral zone, and that one off the pipe. Good shot from the neutral zone, but just not good enough. 70 seconds left to go in period number 3. Here it's Richard. Richard in the corner, looking for a centering pass to Lenahan. Lenahan, it's not going to go. Garnett looking for a shot, and now, as Olentangy clears, it's just going to be number 33, Levens, dumping it into the back of the net. Michael Better's going to hop back in between the pipes. So that'll make it a 5-2 game advantage, Braves. Not a first game to remember if you're the Red Raiders. The third period wasn't exactly a bad one, but the game as a whole was just full of struggles for this team in red and white. Shaker up against Bowling Green. We will see how they fare against another team that had a bad outcome at that noon puck drop game against US. In the neutral zone, it's with 23, working it off the backhand to move it forward. Back to Hunter in the Red Raiders zone. Assuming this is the period-by-period point layout, then Shaker will savage a point, as that will take us to the end of period number 3 and the end of game number 1 of the Raiders run in the Jamie Ruffner Memorial Tournament. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Shaker going up against Bowling Green, and then I believe it's Villanova Windsor. Unless it's Findlay, excuse me. Both teams had 4 shots on goal for the period. Shaker won that final period 2-1. The face-offs, Shaker also won that 8-5. So some momentum perhaps as they leave the ice. Michael Better leaves the ice with his first loss of the year. We'll see if Nico Danieris gets the start against Bowling Green tomorrow, as they're some time here in Bowling Green, as they don't want to tire out their goalies. But that's all from the Slater Family Ice Arena. Shaker loses this one by a score of 5-2. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. My name's Vaughn Ullum. We will see you tomorrow early in the day at noon.